Hello and welcome to the daily newscast within the United Countries special by First Ukraine. You can find us at the frequencies available at our website firstua.com. My name is Victoria Zabiyan and thank you for joining us. 7 people died and 9 are wounded in road traffic accident in Poltava region. The truck had rammed passenger bus. Accident had happened near 7 o'clock in the morning at the highway Kyiv-Kharkiv in Chutiv district. On the high speed, the truck had crossed into the oncoming lane and rammed into the minibus with passengers. 8 wounded people are in Chutiv district hospital and 1 more person was sent to Poltava. Operational investigations group is working on the place of accident. A guilty person is threatened by a term from 5 to 10 years in prison.
According to the preliminary information, the truck driver was going from Kharkiv city on the direction to Poltava, went on the oncoming traffic, and there it encountered the Volkswagen microbus that was moving towards Kharkov. After the collision, the bus has overturned to the right ditch along the moving. Unfortunately, because of the accident, 7 passengers of this Volkswagen have died. 9 people with different traumas were delivered to medical institutions of Chutivsk region and Poltava city.
For the night, militants violated the ceasefire for 12 times. The majority of shells was sent to Donetsk direction. In this data of ATO headquarters, Opitno village has been fired upon twice with mortars and infantry combat vehicles. Also, terrorists fired upon the territories not far from Andiivka with anti-aircraft installation.
During the night at Mariupol's direction, militants have used mortars 3 times, grenade launchers and small arms in the region of Shirokino village. At the Luhansk region, the effect of using automatic grenade launchers and small arms approximately at 10 p.m. near the Sokolniki village was registered. Overall, from 8 p.m. till the midnight, bandits formation used weapons 9 times. 3 more cases of ceasefire violation were registered from midnight to 6 a.m.
Militants used all spectrum of intelligence, including manless aircraft and raiding forces. It was written by the head of Group Information Resist, Dmitro Tymchuk, in his Facebook. According to him, Russian terroristic troops are continuing to regroup their forces at several districts, in particular near Debaltsevo, Gorlivka and Alchevsk. There they are creating the mobile control station. There are mainly local bandits in the groups, but not Russian mercenaries and soldiers. Moreover, for the weekend, Russia has redeployed to terrorist 6 convoys, in particular 2 railway echelons. Information about new reinforcement has been confirmed by ATO spokesman Andriy Lysenko.
According to the information of the intelligence service, every day to the Krasnodon station of Russian Federation, trains with arms for militants are arriving. During the last few days, there is a concentration of power, military machines, artillery systems of bandit armed formations, and part of armed forces of Russian Federation in Luhansk, in the region of Shastia town, and on the Mariupol direction. Militants have accumulated significant stocks of ammunition and fuel lubricant materials.
Initiative hotline for legal aid to ATO participants had been presented in Kyiv. It was organized by Lawyers Association of Ukraine and several civil organizations. People are welcome to call concerning questions about ATO participant status, disabled veteran status, and getting of single financial support to wounded people and families of dead soldiers. The line works from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. without holidays. The line works for several days. The most frequently asked question is how to get the military actions participants' status.
We have a very bureaucratic procedure. When the military unit commander submits documents, first they need to prepare a whole package, which takes some time. Then the package is sent to the Army Corps. Army Corps checks it all, then resends it to a branch of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. They check it all too and resend it to the Departmental Commission. The Department Commission also makes a check and forwards it to the Interdepartmental Commission.
It has become more difficult for Russians to get to Ukraine. Today, the agreement about cross-border cooperation with Russia has lost its force. Ukraine has terminated the agreement in one sole direction on 4th of March. The residents of near-border districts will cross the border as the rest of foreign citizens, only with external passports through the international and state checkpoints. Now it is not enough Russian passport or certificate of birth for children. Moreover, residents of near-border regions of Russia could stay in Ukraine maximum for 90 days. Let me recall that since 1st of March, Russian citizens can come to Ukraine only with external passport. Fleet, aviation and land forces. In Russia, all western and northern military districts and assault forces had been alerted. Minister of Defense of Russia Sergei Shoigu has reported about the order of Russian president. He called it as urgent check. 38,000 soldiers, 3,000 units of equipment, 41 ships, 15 submarines, 110 aircrafts and helicopters are involved on it. All commanders and heads of Ministry of Defense had got the packages with special directives. Trainings will be continuing until the 20th of March. An anniversary of illegal voting in Crimea. On 16th of March 2014, there was a protest which was called by occupation authority as referendum. There were two questions in ballots: for joining of Crimea to Russia as a subject of Russian Federation and for renewing of force of Constitution of Republic of Crimea on rights of the part of Ukraine. Later it was announced that citizens of Crimea had given near 97% for joining to Russia. International observers were not allowed to the control of this protest. Polling stations were secured by green men from Russian special units. Later, President of Russia has admitted this fact in 1 year after their annexation. All details about this wide-scale violation of international law in our following story.
This is one of the polling stations in the beginning of referendum, the line of those who want to make a vote. After lunch, there come bikers. Russian songs sound from the loudspeakers. Do you let the press in? No. Why? Why? There is another crowd near another polling station sounding pro-Russian slogans and those against the Ukrainian power. There are green men near each polling station. Those who were in favor of Ukraine did not attend the pseudo vote. They gathered for a meeting. Peace and Ukraine. In this footage, one can see how the militiaman carries a ballot box into a multiple-story building. The comments to this video said that it was possible to cast vote at home in the presence of law enforcement representatives. Who does not go to vote for referendum, the militia visits them. All those who had a desire took vote even in the middle of the street. People were included on the list when they simply showed their passports and no one checked the Crimea residence registration. And this is a concert in Simferopol. The local celebrates the illegal referendum results, which were announced immediately. After the ballot stations closed, within several minutes it was calculated 93% of Crimea population voted in favor of joining Russia. The results have not been recognized neither by Ukraine nor by abroad. In spite of this fact, in 2 days Vladimir Putin signed a decree about Crimea becoming part of the Russian Federation. Victoria Plastun, Sergei Velichansky, First Ukraine.
The state of Nadia Savchenko is normalizing. It was reported by doctors who visited her in Moscow prison on the eve. They said that now nothing threatens her health.
Today, her health condition is satisfactory. She has no complaints. The nutrition she gets is corrected by us. Doses are assigned for days. Generally, if everything goes the way it does, including fulfilling our requests, everything should be okay if Nadia will eat.
Novodievichy Cathedral was burning in the center of Moscow tonight. Fire appeared on the highest part of Bell Tower, which is on reconstruction now. Fight with fire was continuing for 3 hours by 100 rescuers. They reported that inside building was not damaged. The reason of fire is violation of safety instructions. The cathedral was built in 16th century. Its prisoners were women from Tsar family. Such famous people as Anton Chekhov, Mikhail Bulgakov, Nikita Khrushchev and Boris Yeltsin are buried there.
Few ignition spots from those structures that were directly surrounding the bell tower. Now all of them are extinguished. The property inside wasn't harmed.
It was the United Country newscast by First Ukraine. You can find more details at our website, firstua.com. Victoria Zabiyan was working for you in the studio. Wish you only good news. Take care and goodbye.